Manga-Waido.
I'm Yuta Miyoshi. I was on a business trip, eating breakfast at a hotel one morning. I was supposed to be home last night, but the train stopped due to a rainstorm, so I had to spend another night here. But then, something unexpected happened. What the? Ayami? It was my wife. We'd been dating since college. We got married last year. What on earth was she doing here? She told me she was on a business trip, but I never asked her where she was going. Then this guy came out of the convenience store, and... no way! He grabbed her hand and started walking. I've seen him before. He was at our wedding. I checked the pictures on my phone. There he was. He was Ayami's boss. He even gave a speech at our wedding. His name was Kayano. I didn't know what to do. I texted Ayami saying, "How's the weather there? I heard there was a storm coming." A few minutes later, she replied, "I'm fine, thanks." She was lying straight to my face. That night, when I got home, she was back already.
Yuta, hey!
Hey.
The storm was pretty intense.
Yeah, I heard. I tried to stay calm. So, you went on this trip by yourself? I asked her.
Yep, as always.
Don't you get lonely?
Sometimes, yeah, but it's better than having to travel with your boss and stuff.
She didn't even hesitate to lie. I'm gonna get her for this! That night, after she fell asleep, I checked her phone. I opened the messaging app, but there was nothing there. She was talking to Kayano, but it was on a group chat for work. But then when I started looking through her emails, I noticed something strange. She was talking to this person named Hitomi a lot. The messages were pretty normal. What should we do next time? I heard about a nice restaurant. That sort of stuff. I read Ayami's replies. I can go on Wednesday. I can make it on Monday. Nothing out of the ordinary here. But then, I looked at the calendar and noticed something. She was always hanging out with this Hitomi when I was away on my business trips. What now? The next day, as I was thinking what to do with her, her phone rang. She was still in the shower at the time. I looked at the notification. It was from Hitomi again. It said, "What's your plan for the month?" Hey, your phone was ringing. It was from this person named Hitomi. I told her as she walked out of the shower, but then...
You looked at my phone?
No, I just saw the notification screen. Who's Hitomi? Your friend?
Yeah, she just got back from abroad.
Oh, okay. Was she at the wedding?
No, she was living abroad at the time, so you've never met her. Why do you care?
Oh, nothing. It's just that... She asked you what your plan for the month was. It just sounded kind of weird, you know?
Oh, we were thinking about taking some yoga lessons together. That's probably why.
Oh, okay. Sorry to be so nosy.
Oh, it's okay, no worries.
Something was definitely up. This person named Hitomi, it was the guy I saw for sure. After that, I hired a PI to look into her. She probably thought I had no idea. Then one day, she said she had to leave on another business trip later in the week. She didn't suspect a thing. I had no feelings for her anymore, but she was still my wife. So I smiled at her and said, "Have a safe flight." But it wasn't easy. Every time she went on her business trip, I knew what she was up to. It made me sick. The PI told me to act normal in front of my wife, so I tried my best, but it was starting to take a toll on me. I could barely eat. Sometimes I threw up. I was starting to lose weight. Ayami was doing just fine though. Then one day, she told me that I was slacking off.
This place is a mess. It's your turn to clean the house.
Sorry.
Ugh, it's so dusty in here. And another thing, you forgot to stock up on rice. I told you to get some from the store.
Sorry, I'll do it tomorrow. Ugh. She doesn't even seem worried that I lost weight. I no longer had feelings for her. I was starting to despise her. Stay calm though. I need more evidence first. 3 weeks later, the PI called me in for a meeting. The results were back. I was right. She was seeing Kayano, her boss. It was time to confront her. But unlike me, she was very good at talking her way out of things. I know. So I came up with this plan. I paid the PI to follow them and text me as soon as he saw them walk into a hotel. A few hours later, he messaged me. So I headed to the hotel and waited for them to come out. About an hour later, they came out as if nothing had happened. Ayami, hey!
Yuta, what are you doing here?
I told you I had the day off today. I was going to see a movie.
Oh, okay.
What were you doing in a hotel? Are you cheating on me?
Hey, don't be rude! This is my boss, Mr. Kayano.
Hello, I'm Hitoshi Kayano. Don't worry, sir. I was just having a meeting with her at the lounge. Oh, okay. Sorry about that. I shouldn't have jumped to conclusions.
Say it like you mean it. What you said was really rude.
Well, the thing is, I've been looking into you.
What?
You had a lot of business trips recently, but when I looked at your payslip, it was the same amount as usual. Normally you get bonuses for going on business trips.
You looked at my payslip?
What's the problem? We're married. Mr. Kayano? Yes? Can I ask you a few questions?
Stop it already! Stop being rude!
It's okay. I don't mind. Let's go to that cafe over there. Ayami was really upset, but Kayano said, it's okay. It's just a misunderstanding. Liars. So we walked into the cafe. Every time she said she was going on a business trip, I wrote down the date.
What? Seriously?
Mr. Kayano, where were you on the 5th and 12th of this month?
Hey, stop being so rude!
It's okay. I want to clear my name, so... On the 5th, I had a meeting at headquarters. On the 12th, I was in B Prefecture for a business trip. Okay. What about the 18th then? 18th? I took paid leave that day. I was visiting relatives. You got any proof of that?
Stop it already, you sound like a cop or something.
It's okay. Hold on. How about this? It's a bento box I ate on the bullet train on the way there. It's pretty famous. It's only sold in C Prefecture. I see. Yeah, I've heard of that. So I guess you are telling the truth. Sorry I doubted you like that.
Say it like you mean it. How dare you accuse my boss like that?
Sorry. But we're newlyweds, so I just got really upset. Just the thought of you being with another man made me crazy. I'm sorry I went too far. I'm truly sorry. Phew. I'm glad you believe me now. I get it. I'm married too, so I know how you feel. But honestly, I was a bit offended. I know. I'm truly sorry. Well, just don't let it happen again, okay? It won't. Again. I'm really sorry. He sounded really condescending all of a sudden. Alright then, let's get out of here. Then he got up and tried to leave. So I said to him, Phew! I have a meeting with my PI tomorrow, but I guess that won't be necessary. It was all a misunderstanding after all.
Huh?
A PI? Yeah, I hired one last month to look into Ayami. He was gonna report his findings to me tomorrow, but I guess I got nothing to worry about now. I'm gonna sleep like a baby tonight.
What?
Anyways, sorry to bother you guys at work like this. I better go. Have a nice day. Then I grabbed the tab and walked out of there before they could say a word. That night, Ayami didn't look so well.
Yuta, hey,
Ayami, hey! Sorry about today. To make it up to you, I made dinner.
Oh, thanks.
Looks like she wanted to say something, but I just kept apologizing every time she tried. She kept trying, but eventually, she gave up. Can't wait for tomorrow. The next day, Ayami came home earlier than usual. Oh, you're home early. Everything okay?
I was wondering how that thing went.
What thing?
Your PI? You said you had a meeting with him today.
Oh, that, yeah. He gave me an envelope.
Oh, okay.
But I already know it was a misunderstanding, so I didn't even look at it.
Really?
Yeah, but if you want to see it, let's take a look at it together. I'm sure you got nothing to worry about.
No, stop, don't look!
I turned the envelope upside down, and the pictures started pouring out. What the? So you were cheating on me. Your boss sounded really convincing, but I guess I was wrong.
No, look.
He said that he was visiting relatives. But that was a lie too, apparently.
Listen, he was just giving me work advice. That's all. There was nothing between us.
Here you are kissing him. Here you are making out with him in his car. You want me to keep going? Ayami was speechless. She was screwed, and she knew it.
I'm sorry. Please forgive me.
Hell no. You betrayed me. I want a divorce.
No, please. If my parents find out, I'll get kicked out of the family.
Not my problem.
Please, it won't happen again.
Get off of me! I'm done with you. Get out of my sight. She started crying, but I didn't care. I went inside my room and locked the door. Then I sent the pictures to her boss's house. He came to my house the next day, begging me to not tell his family about this. I'm sorry, I'll pay you in full, so please don't tell my family! You lying sack of shit. I'm sorry, I'm so sorry! You said you were offended. You got some nerve showing up here like this, you know that? I know, I'm truly sorry, I apologize, please forgive me! I started counting the wad of cash he handed me. It was all there. He was a manager or something, so he had the money. He had a lot to lose, so he didn't want this getting out. Fine, it's all there, so you can go. Oh, thank you. But Ayami, I'm never gonna forgive you for this. I want a divorce.
What? No, I told you I'll pay for damages. Please don't leave me.
Ayami's parents were really old school. When they found out about this, they were gonna tear her apart.
If they find out about this, I'm done for. And I can't live on my own. I don't even make that much money.
Not my problem.
Please, come on.
Sign the divorce papers or I'll sue you for more money.
No, Yuta, please.
There was no talking to her anymore. So I called up her parents. They arrived about an hour later. They dragged her to the bank, made her withdraw everything she had, and paid me in full. After the divorce, her parents disowned her. She lost everything. I hear she lives in some crappy apartment now.
It was a mistake. He didn't even mean anything to me. He was just so mature and...
Whatever. Sorry I wasn't mature enough for you.
That's not what I meant. Please, you're the one I love.
Get the hell out, or I'm calling the cops. This isn't your house anymore.
Please, no.
Her parents had to drag her out of the house. Phew, finally. A few days later, Ayami and Kayano got in a huge fight at the office. Everyone there found out about their affair, and it wasn't looking good for them. Then, Kayano's wife sued Ayami for damages. She had no savings left, so she had to pay her in installments. She started texting me, begging me to help her, but I ignored it and blocked her number. Anyway, it was a rough couple of months, but things finally settled down. What a relief. I think I'm gonna take a break from dating and enjoy being single for a while. My name is Minoru Sasaki. I'm 28 years old. After graduating high school, I started working in a company that sells furniture. It's a small company, but it fills a necessary niche. Our CEO still flies around the world, looking for new and better ideas. I was training under the CEO and working hard for the future. And finally, I was able to find myself in a managerial position. Morning, Minoru. Good morning, Nijimura-san. Nijimura-san was someone that started a few months ago and is 48 years old. Apparently, he's an old friend of the CEO, and after he quit his old job, he was scooped up by our CEO. Sure, technically I'm his boss, but he's a lot older than me, so it can be awkward. However, I've done this job a lot longer, so I often teach him. At first, I was worried if things would go well, but... You're energetic as usual. Better to be an energetic old man than a tired old man. You're a little too energetic, though. Ugh, what language is this in? One day, I got an email from an overseas company, and I had no idea what it said. I was okay with Japanese and Chinese, but anything other than that, and I had no clue. I guess I'll just use a translation site.
It's been a while since I've seen this language.
Huh? You know how to read this?
Yeah, it's Pilma. It's used in Myanmar.
Kilma?
Yeah. Want me to answer this email for you?
Thank you. He read through it and quickly typed up a response. Wow!
Right? I can't believe this company's at the point where we get emails from Myanmar.
No, I mean, I'm really surprised that you know this language.
Oh, I've been to Myanmar before. I learned a little when I went.
But still, I can tell you're the CEO's friend. You're really international.
I mean, I met him over there, so, well, home is still the best. It's safe, and you don't have to worry about anything.
That's true. About half a year later, we welcomed a new employee.
My name is Misaki Sakurai. I will be doing mostly administrative work. Pleasure to meet you all.
Wow, we needed more people working admin. Perfect timing. Nijimura-san?
She's so pretty.
You're talking out loud.
Oh, my bad. Anyway, Minoru-kun, is it just me, or is she looking over here a lot?
Oh, she really is, isn't she?
Maybe she's into you, huh? Love at first sight? You guys seem close in age. Gotta love being young.
No way! Besides,
Hey, Minoru!
Yes, sir?
Can you and Nijimura-san train her?
Yes, sir, of course! We now had a new employee, and the office was even more lively than before. I decided to let Nijimura-san handle as much of her training as he could, because teaching was the best way to learn.
Sorry, I'm not very quick to pick up on things.
That's not true. You're learning a lot faster than I did. Right, Minoru-kun?
Seriously, you're doing great!
Come on, you could make me look a little good.
I'm not very good at lying.
You guys get along so well.
We don't have many employees, and we just kind of have to help each other out, regardless of our age or role, you know? Right, Nijimura-san?
Yeah, but are you sure you're good with this? This place has some pretty heavy stuff.
Yeah, I'll give it a shot.
Misaki-san started looking through the inventory and comparing it to the items in stock. I was watching from afar when it seemed she finally found what she was looking for. But it was located fairly high up. She was reaching up trying to get it, but... Misaki-san, don't pull on it anymore!
Ah!
Oh shit!
Oops, you okay?
Thank you. Sorry, I thought I had it. You really saved me. Thank you.
You really held it back with one hand though, huh?
Right? That's insane. What did you do before this job? You're very well built.
Oh, just some physical labor, you know? I ended up hurting myself.
I didn't know anything about his previous job either. Every time I asked him about it, he kind of just naturally changed the subject. But people have histories, and sometimes they don't want to talk about it. I have a few things I'm not proud of either. If it's something he doesn't want to talk about, then I'm going to leave it alone. That's just common courtesy. Afterwards, her training went well, and although we were busy, work was going well. That day, I was making small talk with Nijimura-san again during lunch when...
Man, Misaki-san is seriously such a good girl. She's so bright and bubbly. Imagine if a girl like that was your wife.
You're talking out loud again, Nijimura-san.
Just kidding. How are things with you?
What do you mean, how are things going with me?
Marriage! You're not interested in getting married yet?
Oh, about that. Nijimura-san, wait, that's not my line.
Oh, hey Misaki-san.
Are you on lunch break too?
No, I was actually going to give these to you two.
She handed us details for the company getaway next month. Apparently, it was going to be set in a famous hot spring resort. Hot springs, huh? It's been a while since I've been, so I'm pretty excited.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, my break's over. I'm gonna go run to the bathroom and get back to work.
Okay, let's head back too then, huh?
Yeah.
That's how we were spending every day, with not much drama at all. Or so I was hoping, but something happened the day before the trip to the hot springs.
Hey, Minoru, wanna grab a drink tonight?
Sorry, actually, I was told by Misaki-san that morning that she had something to talk about, so she invited me out to grab a meal together. I didn't have much of a clue as to what she wanted to talk about, but she seemed like it was serious, so I said sure. So yeah, sorry. Rain check. Yeah, I'm sure it's about work.
Oh, yeah, that's totally fine. I bet you she's interested in you. Yeah, we'll see. Let me know what she says. I'll be waiting.
I hope it's something good. She confessed something insane to me that night. I was so shocked at what she wanted to talk to me about.
From the moment I laid eyes on.
What? It was really surprising, but I was so happy to hear it. I gotta tell Nijimura-san about this! The day of the company getaway finally arrived. We finally made it to the hot springs resort. There were groups of people in their yukatas walking around. Nijimura-san, how about we go to the baths before the party?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to pass. I think I got a little car sick from the bus. I'll rest, so I'm ready for the party.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the hot springs with everyone else.
Have fun!
I went with the rest of my coworkers to the hot springs. We enjoyed the natural hot spring before heading to the party, when I noticed, huh? You already took a bath?
Yeah, I just took a shower in the room.
Why? There's a hot spring right there.
Yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to fresh up real quick, you know? Let's drink.
The party was popping off, and everyone was having a great time. Nijimura-san was pretty drunk, too. After we finished drinking and eating, I headed over to Nijimura-san, just like we talked about before. Nijimura-san, why don't we go grab drinks with the three of us after this? I found a nice store.
Just us? That sounds nice, but are you sure I'm not getting in the way of something?
No, there's something I want to talk to you about.
Oh, you got something to talk to me about? I see. Okay, let's go.
We put on some warmer clothing and headed back to meet Misaki-san at the lobby. He was really happy about everything as we headed to the lobby when...
Stop!
She was being messed with by two clearly not so good intentioned men. They kept pulling her arm while she clearly didn't want to be pulled on. Hey!
Leave it to me.
But... The drunk Nijimura-san headed straight to them, almost as if he was now stone cold sober. Maybe he has a good plan? Then he did this.
Can you please leave her alone? She's an important employee of ours. Please.
Nijimura-san?
He kept bowing his head towards the two unfriendly gentlemen.
What the hell? This guy only knows how to beg! You're such a loser. This guy's your boss?
How dare you!
Please, just let everything go peacefully. You're making it sound like we're bad guys. Yeah, we were just flirting. You should be able to tell that she's not into it. What did you say, old man? Sounds like you gotta get hit.
Oh shit! He's gonna get hit! The now furious man grabbed Nijimura-san by the collar, and I couldn't help but close my eyes and look away. But what I heard next was...
Who the hell are you, old man? Oh shit, this is so bad.
Huh? I looked up to see those two previously furious men, now drained of all color in their faces. They were staring at Misaki-san and a motionless Nijimura-san. On his shoulder, now completely exposed after being yanked on by the men, was a proud tattoo. The tattoo showed aging and was not exactly fresh.
What the hell? It's just tattoo! Fine. You take a good look then.
What? Nijimura-san took off his top to reveal everything. There stood a perfectly sculpted man with muscles that would make even the Greek gods look twice, along with tattoos on both his shoulders. Those scars on his chest.
I don't know how many years it's been since I've shown this off. I got these on the front lines. How about you back off on account of these scars, huh? I don't know who the hell you are, old man. Stop! I'm so sorry, sir. What? Why? He's probably just some kind of old delinquent or something. Bullet wounds? Yeah, you understand now? I don't want to make a big deal out of this either. Sorry, sir! We won't mess with her again!
They left in a hurry. I wasn't able to grasp what had just happened and stood there for a while, but...
Phew. I'm glad that worked. Sorry I had to show you guys that.
Thank you so much.
I'm just glad Misaki-san was okay.
Alright, let's head out. I have something I want to talk about, and I'm totally sober now. Time to get drunk again!
After everything calmed down, we headed to a nearby bar to talk.
So, I want to start off by apologizing before we get into whatever you two wanted to talk about.
Apologize? You don't need to apologize.
No, let me talk to you. About my body and everything on it, I actually...
He told us everything. His history blew me away. Apparently, he was ex-military. When he was in his 20s, he was part of the army, but he eventually left the military and headed to Afghanistan on his own. After he helped settle many of the wars in the area, he headed over to Southeast Asia, where he worked as a mercenary. 15 years ago, he was in Myanmar, helping the war for independence when he was shot in the chest. He miraculously survived, but he decided his military career was over. He stayed in Myanmar for a while before he met the CEO of our company. They really hit it off, and right around the time that Nijimura-san decided he would come back home is when the CEO offered him the position at the company. I know you said physical labor, but I can't believe you used to be a mercenary!
But why were you hiding it?
Well, people don't want to hear about someone who used to fight wars for a living. So I didn't even tell the CEO about it. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay.
I'm this old man, but I'm so glad that I got to know you two. I was planning on telling you, but I thought that you two would be afraid of me and run away if you saw my tats and scars. An ex-merc with tattoos. I'm sure you don't want to work with me.
What are you talking about? We don't care.
Yeah, you should have told us sooner.
Misaki-san!
She's totally right. We love you as a person, so please, continue being our coworker and friend.
Minoru-kun, you're such a kind man!
Oh, you're starting to get drunk, aren't you?
Oh yeah! Congrats to you two, by the way.
Huh?
You're gonna go out, right? That's what you wanted to talk to me about?
No, we're not dating.
Oh? That's not what you wanted to talk to me about?
Well,
From the moment I laid eyes on Nijimura-san, I was interested in him.
what? She asked me to go out because she wanted my help. According to Misaki-san, she always had a thing with older men, so she started to fall for him as she worked with him. I suggested that she go out drinking with him during the company getaway, but she was apparently too shy, so she asked me to go with her.
What? You're kidding!
I'm not kidding. You were such a badass a second ago, too. Would you like to grab food together sometime?
Nijimura-san!
Yeah. If you're okay with this, old man, I'd love to go.
Thank you.
But what about you, Minoru-kun? You're closer in age to her.
You know, I think you're mistaking something, but I'm going to be getting married soon with a high school classmate.
What? Really?
Yeah, I didn't mean to hide it, but every time I tried to say something, I got interrupted. And I feel like if I told you, you wouldn't invite me out for drinks to spend time with my fiancé.
Oh, come on! You could have told me sooner!
You could have told me about your history sooner. The company getaway ended happily, and work returned to normal. After that, Nijimura-san had no reason to hide his history, so he works harder in physical labor with even more energy than before. Misaki-san has been flirting hard with him after the trip as well. It seemed like Nijimura-san had a thing for her anyway, so they officially started dating.
Alright, I'm heading out for deliveries.
Be safe!
Wait, hang on, Nijimura-san. Here, take this bento.
Oh, thank you.
Make sure you finish it.
You wouldn't believe them to be so far apart in age, with how in love with each other they are. I have my wedding with my girlfriend in half a year, but we've got to show off our love too. My goal was that I was going to be as lovey-dovey as they were with each other.
I'm Yuri Yoshino. I work for this food manufacturing company. I worked on the online store department. Okay, I'll put your order in right now. Thank you for shopping with us. I was fresh out of college. I started working here 3 weeks ago. Work was tough, but I was finally starting to get the hang of it. But I still made mistakes. And that day, I made more mistakes than usual. Wasn't feeling so well. Yoshino! About the order from Mr. Yamada in S Prefecture? Did he specify a time for shipping? I think so. He said he'd be home in the morning, before noon. I knew it. He always specifies a time. I'm sorry, I forgot about it. I'll fix it right away. This is my boss, Miss Hojo. She pointed out my mistake. I started to panic. Good thing I noticed. Don't let it happen again, okay? Yes, ma'am, I'm sorry. I'm such an idiot. During lunch, I ran into Miss Hojo at the cafeteria. Miss Hojo, sorry about earlier. Thanks for pointing out my mistake for me. It's fine. It's part of my job, so... I want to eat lunch on my own. Do you mind? Oh, okay. Sorry to bother you. She's mad for sure. What should I do?
What's the matter? You okay?
Mr. Takebana,
Hojo? Oh, don't worry about her. Just forget about her. Trust me.
Oh, but I'm the one that made the mistake and...
I know, but she's always so grumpy. It's just how she is, you know? You don't have to worry about it.
Oh, okay.
But a few years ago, she made this young girl quit. Just stay out of her way and you'll be fine.
Oh.
Just stay away from her. Only talk to her when it's truly necessary, and you'll be fine. Alright?
Okay, thank you. A few days later, I realized Mr. Takebana was right. Miss Hojo rarely talked to her colleagues. I think she was doing this intentionally. I thought she was angry at me first, but it's just who she is. After that, I decided to learn from my mistakes and moved on. I made sure not to make the same mistake twice. But then one day, I picked up a call and this customer started talking really fast. Sorry, I couldn't quite catch that. Could you repeat that? Okay, gotta go, bye! Hello? Hello, ma'am? Oh no, she hung up on me. I didn't know what to do, so I asked my supervisor for help. I see. Yes, that happens from time to time. I got her number, so maybe I should call her back? Yes, but she talks really fast, right? You sure you can handle it? Oh, I don't know. I'm not so sure. What should I do? But then, out of nowhere... You talking about Miss Ito from A Prefecture? Huh? Yeah. Alright, I'll call her. I'm used to this. Miss Hojo grabbed the phone, called the customer, took her order again, and hung up. She made it look easy. She wanted some kelp and dried seaweed, same as usual. I'll enter in the computer after this. Oh, thank you so much. I couldn't understand what she was saying, so... No worries. She always talks like that. It took me a while to get used to it. Oh, I see. When she calls again, try talking really slowly. Sometimes that slows them down. Give it a try. Ah, got it. Thank you. She's really good at this. She wasn't very friendly, but she was really good at the job. I started looking up to her. She was pretty strict, but whenever someone needed help, she was always there. She wasn't the easiest person to talk to, but deep down, I think she's a really kind person. During break, I asked one of my colleagues about her. She's not trying to be a jerk or anything. The thing is, she's got a really weak throat. So when she's on her break, she doesn't really want to talk. That's why she's always sitting by herself. Oh, I see. The other day, Mr. Takibana told me that she made a young girl quit once, so I thought she was a really scary person, but... What? That's not true. Last year, this girl quit, but it had to do with her family. It had nothing to do with Miss Hojo. Mr. Takibana never liked her, so that's probably why he said that. Oh, they don't get along? Yes, Mr. Takibana is always sneaking out to take breaks, and this one time Miss Hojo confronted him about it. But he didn't like that, and he's had it out for her ever since. I see. So, yes, don't believe what Mr. Takibana tells you. It's all a lie. Got it. A few days later, the company hosted a welcome party for new employees. I got to talk with Miss Hojo, and she was a really nice person, just as I thought. When I was little, I moved around a lot, so I know all kinds of accents. In this line of work, it comes in real handy. That's awesome! When I'm talking to people from up north, I can't understand what they're saying sometimes. Got any advice for me? Yeah, me too! Sure thing. There's a lot, so I'll create a little manual for it. How's that sound? Yay, thank you! A few days later, she made the manual and handed it out to everyone. It was really thorough, yet easy to understand. The manager loved it. But then, at the end of the month, our manager got transferred. Then we got this new manager, Mr. Hota. He was very eager to get started.
I plan to double the numbers for our online stores. Come on, let's get back to work. Sell, sell, sell!
Mr. Hota was eager to get the numbers up, so he started telling us to sell more products, even things that customers didn't ask for. He also wanted more subscription orders. He said it led to higher sales. All he cared about was money. Mr. Takibana was his loyal right hand. He started pushing us even harder. He started setting ridiculous weekly quotas. Things were starting to get really tense in the workplace. Then something happened. One day...
You're all slacking! I'll show you how it's done!
Mr. Hota picked up one of the calls. It was an old lady. He managed to sell her some of our new products. But then, a few days later, that day Mr. Hota was put on a paid leave. We got a call from the old lady's family and they wanted to file a complaint. Apparently, Mr. Hota forced the old lady to buy the things she didn't even want. Her family was furious. And I was the one who picked up the call. They asked me to put the manager on the line. The manager wasn't there, so I reported this to Mr. Takibana right away, but then...
What am I supposed to do? Figure it out yourself!
He refused to talk to them. What? What do? I don't know what to do! I started to panic, but then... Yoshino, give me the phone. Thank you. Miss Hojo came over and grabbed the phone. She gave the customer step-by-step instructions on how to return the product. She got the situation under control within a few minutes. The next day, I was wondering when Mr. Takibana was going to tell Mr. Hota about what happened yesterday, but he didn't say anything to him. That's odd. Miss Hojo, I don't think he's going to tell them about what happened yesterday. Looks that way. But he has to know. The same thing might happen again. I was thinking the same thing. So we decided to tell him ourselves. But...
What? You let them return the product? How dare you! That lady agreed to buy it! Why did you do this?
I had no choice. If I didn't do anything, I thought it would hurt our company's reputation.
You're an idiot, you know that? How long have you been doing this, huh? Give me a break.
That customer, she's been shopping with us for years. She's a good customer to us. You didn't have to force it like that. Yeah, and the old lady's family, they said they weren't gonna let her shop here anymore. You have to look at things time frame. If you keep chasing short-term profits, you'll end up hurting the business.
Seriously? You're lecturing me now?
I'm just telling you the truth. And the fact of the matter is, we lost a loyal customer because of you.
Shut up! Nobody asked your opinion! Get back to work! Now!
There was just no talking to him. Then,
You old hag! You're bringing down the morale for everyone here.
You're absolutely right, sir.
I wish she'd quit already.
I was thinking the same thing.
he started harassing Miss Hojo. This isn't right. He can't talk to you like this. Screw it. I don't care. I got a job to do, so I don't have time for this nonsense. She's so tough. She was an inspiration to me. Miss Hojo just ignored him, but Mr. Hojo didn't like that. Things started to get worse after that.
She can quit anytime she wants. We'll be fine without her. She's a nobody. We don't even need her.
You're absolutely right, sir. How old is she anyways? Hopefully she'll quit soon.
Ugh. They started pressuring her to quit. It was hard to watch. Miss Hojo, I can't take this anymore. We should talk to someone in HR about this. Thanks, but I'll be fine, really. Miss Hojo kept ignoring them. They kept harassing her, but she didn't let them get to her. But the rest of us, we were starting to get pretty sick and tired of this. I didn't know what to do. And one day, Miss Hojo came in second place for the month. She usually came in first place, so this was pretty rare. She only lost by a few points, but Mr. Hojo and Mr. Takibana went nuts.
Hojo! You came in second place? How does it feel, huh?
Your time is over!
Ugh.
We don't need you here anymore. Quit already!
Yeah, you should quit before you get fired.
I couldn't take this anymore. I stood up to say something, but then... Fine. Huh? You want me to quit? Fine, I'll quit.
Oh yeah? That's great news! Finally!
We did it, sir!
But first, I gotta report everything to the higher-ups. All the horrible things you guys said to me.
Huh?
What are you saying?
I got you both on tape. Everything you said to me, it's all here. I'm gonna send this to HR and let them figure out what to do with you two.
What are you saying? What? So what? Screw your recording!
Yeah, that proves nothing. It's our word against yours.
How will they even know that the recording is real? Maybe it's fake!
You're unbelievable. Then I'll testify. Me too. I heard everything. I got you two on tape too. Here, Miss Hojo, use this. Same here. I recorded them too. Here.
What?
Why are you all siding with her?
What do you mean? Because she's a respectable person, unlike you two. Yeah, she's nothing like you two. She's a kind and caring person.
What?
You little... You're all gonna regret this!
They yelled at us and walked away. We weren't sure if the higher-ups would believe us, but then... Yes, we did it! The higher-ups sided with us. They believed everything we told them. A few days later, Hojo was fired. Mr. Takibana got a demotion and was transferred to some dead-end position in the middle of nowhere. Apparently, Hojo was like this at his last department and looks like things finally caught up with him. Anyways, they were gone now. We were all so relieved. Oh, and when his wife found out about this, she left him. Hojo was all alone now. As for Takibana, he wasn't doing so well either. Oh well, good riddance. They deserve it. Oh, and Miss Hojo? She actually quit. But not because of Hojo and Takibana. Her family owned a business and she was going back to her hometown to take over the business. We're gonna miss you! Yeah, I really enjoyed working with you. Don't worry, guys. I believe in you. I know you'll make me proud. Thank you. I'm gonna work harder than ever so one day I can be just like you. Me too. Thank you for saying that, but don't push yourself too hard, okay? Got it. We got a new manager and an assistant manager. They were both really nice. They were nothing like Hojo or Takibana, thank goodness. After that, peace and quiet returned to our workplace. I missed Miss Hojo, but it was time to move on. A few years later, Miss Yoshino, can you help me out? I was now a supervisor. All right, here, let me handle it. Ah, thank you. Anyways, it was a rough couple of years, but glad everything worked out. Time to get back to work.
I'm Hitomi Matsuo. I'm a college student. Welcome, right this way. I started working at this diner last month.
Matsuo, how's it going?
Good sir, I'm getting the hang of it.
Ah, glad to hear that. Well, keep up the good work.
Yes, sir. This is Mr. Koga. He was the store manager. He was really kind. All the employees liked him. Things got pretty busy around here during lunch and dinner, but I still enjoyed working here. It was a lot of fun. Then one day, welcome! Wow, this guy walked into the store. He looked a bit scary.
I'll get this one right here. And an iced coffee.
Coming right up! He had blonde hair and sunglasses, and I could see parts of his tattoo. He didn't sound that scary, but there was definitely something off about him.
Is that a Yakuza? Ugh, so scary.
Maybe.
Hey now, don't talk about the customers like that. And you shouldn't judge a book by its cover.
Sorry.
Listen, I'll tend to that customer. You guys do the other tables, okay?
Got it. So the manager volunteered to take over. I looked over at them and they were both smiling. I guess he wasn't that scary after all.
Here you go, sir. Your iced coffee. Ah, thanks. Hey, that pasta was really good. Thank you, sir. I always go to this other place, but they were closed today. So I decided to give this place a try. And I'm glad I did. Thank you. Well, we hope to see you again. We have really good pizza too. Oh yeah? Maybe I'll try that next. Sounds good.
He wasn't scary at all.
Yeah, he was just a normal guy.
Told you guys. You can't judge a book by its cover. Always treat the customers with respect. Got it?
Yes,
Yes,
sir. Mr. Koga was nice to everyone, including the employees. Whenever we ran into trouble, he always took care of it. He was a great boss. But then, something unexpected happened. What? You're being transferred?
What?
Yeah. This manager from the other store. He got sick, and he has to quit. But the place is really close. I'll still come by every now and then.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna miss you.
Then...
Well, good luck, guys. Make me proud.
Yes,
Yes,
sir!
sir! A month later, he left our store. His replacement was this guy named Mr. Matsuda. He was the assistant manager at a different store before this. We were hoping he was a nice person like Mr. Koga, but...
Well, now that I'm here, we're gonna be doing things a bit differently. I'm gonna make this place the #1 store in the area. You can achieve anything you put your mind to. Let's get to work, guys!
Yes,
sir!
He seems really motivated. I had a bad feeling about him. Then he started doing all kinds of things to get the numbers up.
Hey! Stop slacking off!
Huh? But I'm on my break.
Shut up! Go stand outside the store and get more customers!
What?
You too! Go hand out these coupons! Go!
But I'm on break.
Stop talking back to me! Don't come back until you hand them all out!
What?
I'm the manager! Do as I say! Go! Move it!
He worked us like dogs, and all he cared about was profits. He told us every day to increase productivity and efficiency. We were getting pretty sick and tired of it. A few people quit after that, but instead of hiring new people, he made the rest of us work longer hours. Hiring new people costs a lot of money, so he didn't want to do that. During busy hours, it was almost impossible to run this place. We were clearly understaffed. Most days, we couldn't even take breaks.
Sir, we can't take much more of this.
We need at least 2 more people.
Yeah, what if one of us calls in sick? This place will fall apart.
So we tried talking to him, but
Stop whining! We need to get our numbers up. I told you that. Just do as I say, okay? Get back to work.
he didn't care about us at all. And after that, he started working us even harder.
If you have time to complain, work! No more breaks for you guys!
He was out of control. I don't know how much more of this I can take.
Same here. Maybe I should quit.
Me too.
Then one day, this couple came into the store. Welcome, 2 of you? Their clothes were a bit dirty, but I didn't think much of it, so I greeted them and took them to their seats. So, what can I get you? What's today's special? Today's special is carbonara. Okay, I'll take that then.
And, one slice of margarita, a bowl of Caesar salad, a chocolate sundae, and 2 iced coffee, please.
Coming right up. So I wrote down their order and started heading back to the kitchen. But then,
Hey, there are 15 of us. Are there any open tables?
this businessman walked into the store. Sure, you can use the tables in the back. Wow, so many people, and they're all so big. The men took their seats and started ordering. They were ordering a lot of food.
Did they have a reservation?
No, sir, they just came in.
Alright. Make their food first. You can make the other customers wait.
What? But sir, some of the customers got here before them.
Doesn't matter. There are 15 of them. That means more money for us. I'm gonna go talk to the guys in the kitchen.
What? Before I could say anything, he went to the kitchen and told the chefs to make their food before everyone else's. But sir, like I said, there are other customers here. Like that couple over there. They ordered before them.
Who? Them? They look poor anyways. It's a waste of time. They can wait.
But we gotta treat our customers equally.
You talking back to me again? You wanna get fired? Is that it?
No, sir, but
Then do as I say! Go! Move it!
I didn't have much of a choice. I felt bad for the couple that came in first, but they weren't even making their food yet. I couldn't really do anything about it. I feel so bad. I started carrying the food to the other table. The faster I do this, the faster I can serve that couple. About 30 minutes later, I was finally done with the big group. I was able to bring the couple their salad, but then more customers started coming in. Then about an hour later, the couple was still waiting for their food. They were already done with their salad. Ugh, how long does it take to make pasta? I gotta do something. I decided to go check on their food, but then...
I think I've seen enough.
Yeah, so should we shut this place down first?
Yeah, this place is a mess.
Agreed, it's the best choice, I think.
Shut us down? I got nervous, so I reported this to the manager.
Shut us down?
Yeah, that's what they said. It was a couple I was telling you about.
That doesn't make any sense though. You probably heard them wrong.
I guess, but maybe they're just upset because they've been waiting for their food for about an hour now.
Doesn't matter. Screw them. Go tend to the other customers. Focus on the big groups. I told you this. We need to get our numbers up.
But,
Another customer. Go on.
okay. Welcome. Right this way, sir.
Oh, actually, I'm meeting someone here. Ah, there they are.
This old man walked into the store. Oh, it's that couple. They know each other? I headed back to the kitchen to get a glass of water, but then...
It's the owner!
Huh? Him?
Yeah, that's Mr. Ishikawa. Why the hell is he sitting with those poor people?
I don't know. He said he was meeting someone here.
What? That can't be! This makes no sense!
Mr. Matsuda grabbed a plate of pasta and headed to their table. I followed him and started cleaning up the table next to him.
Mr. Ishikawa! Welcome, sir! What brings you here today? Sorry for the wait, guys. Things have been really busy around here.
Masuda, explain yourself.
Huh? What do you mean, sir?
Don't play dumb with me. They told me everything. They said they've been waiting here for more than an hour.
Oh, I know, but this big group came in right after them and...
So what? That makes it okay to make them wait? Is that it?
No, sir, but...
Silence!
It's true. That big group over there, they all got their food before us.
I'm so sorry. I didn't notice. It was the part-time employees. They...
Stop making excuses. You're the manager here. I told you to treat all the customers equally. Your predecessor, Mr. Koga, knew how to do that. Right, Togo?
Oh, yeah. He was a really nice guy. He didn't play favorites with his customers like this guy here.
It was that guy. What is he doing here? He was wearing a disguise? But for what?
I hired him to go undercover. I was doing some research.
What do you mean?
We have to shut down one of our stores in the area, and I was trying to figure out which one.
What? You're shutting us down?
Yes. After what happened here today, I think it's for the best.
But why us?
You know exactly why. Ever since you took over, sales have been down, but the number of complaints has been on the rise. and countless employees have quit. And the way you treated Mr. Togo is unacceptable.
Sir, you got it all wrong. It was just a misunderstanding.
You sure about that? Okay, let's ask one of your employees then.
Then the owner looked around and called me over to the table.
So tell me, why did it take you so long to bring the food to those customers?
Well, Mr. Matsuda, he...
Hey, shut up!
I told the owner everything. How Mr. Matsuda said it was okay to make poor people wait.
How dare you! What's wrong with you?
I'm sorry, sir.
I've heard enough! You're not fit to run this place! I'm shutting this place down! All the employees will get new jobs at other stores nearby, so they don't have to worry about losing their jobs.
Oh, thank you.
What are you thanking me for? You're not an employee, you're the manager. You're going to pay for what you did. Mark my words.
Then the owner turned to Mr. Togo and the woman and said,
Dinner's on me. Enjoy your meal.
Then he left the store. I'm truly sorry about everything. I'll bring your food right away.
Don't sweat it. It's not your fault. Sucks to have a boss like him.
Yeah, but the food here is really good, so it's a shame. And no need to rush. We're on a date, so don't worry about us.
What are you talking about?
Just kidding. Can't wait to try the pasta here. He told me it was really good.
Coming right up. A few minutes later, I was finally able to bring them their food. They seemed to really enjoy it. Thank goodness. When I went back to the office, Mr. Matsuda was sitting in his chair, staring to the air. He looked like an empty shell of a man. About 30 minutes later, we closed shop. What a day. A few days later, Mr. Ishikawa came to the store and told us he was shutting this place down.
If you wish to keep your job, we have several openings at the other stores. Mr. Masuda, if you wish to keep working for me, I'll give you another chance.
What? Really?
Yes, but not as a manager. If you want to keep working for me, you'll have to start over as a waiter.
What?
After much thought, Mr. Matsuda decided to leave. I guess he couldn't stand the idea of becoming a waiter at his age. He tried to find a new job after that, but from what I hear, it's not going so well for him. One of my coworkers told me she saw him at the unemployment office. Oh well, not my problem. As for us, we were working with Mr. Koga again. What are the odds, huh? It's so good to be working with you again, Mr. Koga.
Same here. It's good to have you guys back.
Thanks. Hopefully I won't have to work with people like Mr. Matsuda again. Anyways, it was a tough couple of months, but glad everything worked out.
My name is Junta Kamikawa. I have a cafe with the atmosphere of a theater. I'll explain the details later. My parents had run a cafe from when I was young, and I worked there part-time as well. I fell in love with acting when I started going to college. I kind of just found myself in acting, but thinking back now, maybe it was because of my childhood friend.
What are you going to do after you graduate?
This is my childhood friend who's 4 years younger than me, Yori Miyama. What do you mean?
Well, are you going to take after the cafe, or are you going to continue acting?
That's a good question. I do want to take over my parents after they retire, but I like working here, and I really like acting too.
I'm glad I was able to show you the fun part of acting. How about you just do both?
Both?
Yeah, let me take you somewhere real quick.
She took me to a cafe that had roaming animals. You were able to have fun with animals while enjoying your drink. I understood now what she meant by why not both. After graduating, I learned from my parents how to run a cafe. I also changed the concept of the cafe to a theater. There was a small stage in the store, and sometimes we would have some short performances. The people we brought on stage were old club friends or part-time employees that were interested. Some people were just introduced to me by some friends. It was really pretty small scale in the beginning. Eventually, some small and up-and-coming actors and actresses would show up as well. Are you able to let me perform at your venue? Of course! I'm actually an up-and-coming magician, but I was looking for a place to perform. Sometimes people would come by to increase their fan base, and we started lending out the stage to people even outside of cafe hours. As a result, we had all kinds of performances. Magic shows, comedians, singers, you could catch it all. A lot of our younger entertainers used our locations as a place to learn the ropes. A lot of the customers enjoyed that they could experience it all in one location. The cafe steadily grew in popularity.
Your cafe is doing great! Great job, Jun-chan!
It's thanks to you. You taught me about the idea of having a concept cafe.
I knew you could do both. Your parents also had a great place to work with to begin with, too. It's all your efforts combined. Oh.
Well, thanks, kiddo. I patted her head. It's almost a habit because of how small she was from before.
Are you still going to treat me like a child?
My bad. Habit. You don't like it?
I didn't say that, but...
A few years of continuing the cafe, we started getting more people who were quite popular and well-known show up. It was like a hidden Hollywood. We even got interviewed by TV stations. Then one day,
Whoa! Hey, Kamikawa!
a group of classmates from high school showed up. I was never really fond of them.
It's been a while, hasn't it, Kamikawa?
This is Tanama. He was like the leader of the group, and I really didn't like him. He would always pick and nag at everything that he could. Been a minute. Enjoy your time at the cafe.
Aw, come on, don't be like that. You're still upset that I took your girl from you? Bah!
He stole my girlfriend from under my nose in high school. At first I was upset, and he was saying something about how he'd be beat or something. This was over 10 years ago, though, so I don't really care about him or her. He still teases me to this day at class reunions and whatnot. That's why I still don't like him. I'm busy. Sorry.
It's not that bad right now, man. Come on. I have a fun story for you in your cozy little life inheriting a successful business.
Cozy little life. I didn't choose this because I thought it was easy. I hid my anger behind a fake smile and took the ordered drinks to his table.
Great job, Tanuma!
I'm actually a director at a TV station. I mean, I went to a famous college, so it's pretty normal for someone of my status. Bah! Right? I'm going to be a producer soon. I guess I'm just someone who stands above people. Right, Kamikawa?
Oh, cool. Enjoy.
You probably understand since you run your own place too, but it's just a little different, you know?
Uh-huh.
You're just running this old-ass cafe, you know?
Old-ass cafe. Our store was very retro because I inherited it from my parents. Sure, from his view, it was just a rundown cafe, but it definitely was not. But I'm sure talking back to him will just play right into his hand. I just had to ignore it.
You have a bad educational background too. You just got lucky because you hit a niche.
Yep.
You're so lame-o.
It would take every opportunity to take jabs at me and how this cafe was just gonna go under eventually. But how he was such an elite. I just ignored him and focused on my customer service. He seemed to eventually get bored and left, saying that he'd be back again since he found where I work. Yeah, you really don't have to come again. But my wishes wouldn't come true. He showed up again in about a month. Welcome!
I'm not here as a customer today. I'm here to talk business to you. Oh, and this is my subordinate.
What do you mean, business?
I'll interview your store for you. Open up this day for me.
I appreciate the offer, but I've already got the place booked out for the whole day. My venue had a stage and cafe, so there were a lot of times that groups of customers would rent out the whole venue for a night. There was an after party for a wedding scheduled that day. Then...
What? I'm telling you that I'll interview you, and you're planning on turning me down? You better move any plans. You're the boss. You can adjust the schedule.
Of course not. It's been reserved for a while now.
You're not going to listen to me? You? You little cuck?
What? I can feel my patience wearing thin. No, I don't care what you say. First come, first serve is our policy.
What? What are you talking about? It's a TV interview. You have no idea how much...
I don't care. Go home.
You little shit. Good luck with your shitty little cafe.
He stormed out of the cafe. His coworker seemed upset and scared the whole time, and I felt a little bad for him. I'm sure he just wanted to show off to his coworker. I dropped a little prayer asking him not to show up again, and maybe that's why he never showed up again. I was having a great time. One weekend, we got a reservation for 30, and it was incredible. The reservation had quite a few dishes as well, and they had ordered expensive dishes for us, so I had some of my part-time workers come in to help out as well as we prepped. However,
Sir, they aren't answering.
I couldn't reach the customer at all and no one showed up to the cafe. I see. Damn. The part-time employees were all looking upset when...
Huh? Miyama-san, why?
I figured we needed some more people, so I invited her out.
I'm off today, so I figured I'd help out. I can't be out in the hall with you guys, but I can help in the kitchen. I'm pretty good at cooking, you know?
Oh yeah, you worked part-time as kitchen staff, didn't you?
Yeah, I love this store. So, where are the customers? Are they late?
Well... I explained everything, and she looked like she was about to transform into a demon.
That's totally just dipping out. Who would cancel like that?
I mean, yeah, but first we had to figure out what to do now. I was pretty pissed too, but I didn't want all the food to go to waste. Let's just open the store to the public. We can make it half price and focus on trying to cut our losses.
Wait, hang on, Jun-chan. I'll figure it out. I'll show you the power of Yuri Miyama.
Tanama showed up first thing the next day. What the hell are you doing here, Tanama?
No! You tell me what the hell is going on!
Huh?
Look at this!
He showed me a post on X, formerly known as Twitter. Last night, someone canceled without any prior notice. Don't ever do that. She had a photo with a bunch of famous actors and performers.
This is your store, right? What the hell is she doing here?
I mean, she's my childhood friend. And she used to work here part-time. She helped me out because my store was kind of in a pickle.
She's your childhood friend? I'm her fan, though!
She was actually a rising star. The reason that I started the acting club in college and this cafe as a whole was because she was great at acting and she pushed me in that direction.
You were the one who canceled without saying anything, right?
Yuri-chan!
You know about him?
Yeah, he's always coming up to me at the TV station and bothering me. He's an ass.
From what I heard, he was infamous for flirting and harassing up-and-coming male actors and entertainers.
One of the entertainers that came to the party yesterday was friends with one of your employees. He told me everything.
Apparently, from what he said, Tanama ordered his coworker to make the reservation and try to put a dent in my restaurant. Then Tanama canceled last second.
He was upset about you rejecting his interview, apparently.
All over that?
It's your fault! You have no education, and you're a business owner? And a successful one at that? You lost to me! You can't beat me!
What are you talking about? Oh, you're not talking about how you took my girlfriend when I was in high school. You're still talking about that?
What?
Whatever the case, you're donezo. Your coworker apparently felt too guilty over the whole thing, so he just told your boss everything.
What?
Better be prepared for what's coming.
Seriously, don't ever do that again. Also, you're gonna be getting a bill.
But...
I could see his face turning a pale blue as his phone rang.
Hello? Yes, no wait, hang on!
I could hear someone yelling furiously on the other end of the phone. Probably his boss.
Damn it! How could this happen to me?
After Tanama hung up, he ran out of the store, teary-eyed. Thanks, Yuri.
You're my childhood friend. Don't mention it.
I thanked a proudly smiling Yuri and checked her post again. It's really blowing up. You're really popular now, aren't you?
You're going to say that because you saw my ex, formerly known as a Twitter post? You should seriously stop living under a rock.
I'm glad I didn't go into acting. I can never keep up with it all.
Yeah, I believe you.
We laughed at the whole thing. Afterwards, from what I heard, he was chewed a new one by his boss. People who had reservations to interview with him were furious about the news they say, and said unless he wasn't the director, they would walk, so he was demoted to assistant director. From what Yuri says, Tanama wasn't even a director to begin with. He was just a newbie director at an outsourcing company. He lied to try to make me look bad, but he was kicked even lower than the coworker he tried to brag in front of. Of course, his pride wouldn't allow that, so we ended up retiring. I don't know what he does now, but I'm sure he can't make a return to entertainment. Whatever the case, I got my money for the cancellation, so I decided to just let it go. Afterwards, Yori had rented out the store to have a party. The attendees were the people who helped us out at the last time Tanama decided to cancel on us. Everyone really enjoyed my store, so singers, comics, actors all took to the stage. The performances were great. Everyone is so talented. Sir, we're done with everything except desserts. Perfect, thanks. You can go join everyone in the party now. Really? Thank you. I decided to take a breather in the now empty kitchen.
Great job today.
You're not supposed to be in here.
Oh, I used to work here, didn't you know?
She sat next to me. She seemed to really be enjoying herself. But something else was hidden behind that smile. You have good news for me?
Well, I'm going to be the main character for this drama series. My first time.
Whoa! Damn, congratulations!
I mean, it's late night and it's not super big, but you know, small steps.
So, what kind of character are you?
I'm a female detective. I'm a strong woman who chases down violent criminals.
A detective, huh? I'm sure you got a lot of studying to do then.
Yeah, first I gotta look up the legal terms and whatnot.
You're gonna be even busier than you are now.
I'm going to keep working hard and become famous. I'm going to be such an amazing actress, so I'll be everyone's idol that no one can reach, you know?
She was half joking and grinning, so I just pat her head. I see you working hard up close, so you're never gonna be too far out of reach. I told her my feelings and her face turned a bright red.
Ugh, not fair.
What?
You can't say things like that like it's nothing.
I cocked my head while she glared at me. Huh, your glare doesn't faze me. You sure you're fit to being a detective?
We'll be fine. You better be ready to see me develop into a star.
Heh, yeah, I'll be looking forward to it. Afterwards, the media would go nuts over the story of a young and successful business owner having a passionate relationship with a famous actress. But that's a story for another day.